Wearing the Jersey, brought to you by WVU Medicine.
I didn't quite know up until my senior year of high school that you really could do something with shooting in college. Shooting is a very small sport, and I think going to college while doing it definitely sets you up better for the future, because you're not guaranteed. It's kind of like any professional sport. You're not guaranteed to make it to the next level, and our next level really isn't like the NBA or the NFL. It's very individual, and it's only you on that line, and you really need to be focused on what you want to do. And that's the biggest thing that I think is focus when you're on the line. And I use a lot of self-talk for myself personally. If I'm having a struggle in a match, not necessarily bad, it might just be a struggle, and it's really hard, and it's not coming easy. You know, if I find my focus wandering after a bad shot, I like to, maybe when I'm in my mid-shot routine or something, I will kind of try to bring myself back to the present, because I mean that's what you're in. Like, you're in the present, so you know that shot's already gone, and whatever shot you're about to shoot is the only shot that can be in front of you. And it gets really hard when you're on the line, and I mean you're struggling, and you really got to focus and try to tune everything out. I mean, you don't want to think about detrimental things like, if, oh no, like I shot bad, like, oh, my teammates they have to shoot better now, or like, oh, I'm not going to make this team because I had a bad shot, a bad match. And you don't want to, if you let those thoughts consume you, it's just going to keep going downhill. But if you take the time, and I think for me, for one thing, is I just take the time, I kind of take a couple breaths, you know. If I have to, I'll think, you know, where I'm at, and be like, this is where I'm at, and like, this is what you got left, and you know, this is what you got to do to get it. When you're shooting, if you're having a good match, you're having a bad match, your heart rate is going to go up regardless. Like, you know, you get nervous, and that's the natural response. Your heart rate is going to go up. So I feel like being in shape, what it does is it helps us to be able to calm ourselves down faster. So if our heart rate is up, if we're proper and we take our breaths and stuff, which goes back to the mental, if we relax, then our heart rate can come down quicker, our body will recover faster. And with the exercises, and we do a lot of balance, and that's a huge part, and then core is always big in balance as well. And I mean, you're picking the gun up and down for, you know, I mean, normal college matches aren't really split up. I mean, it's 4 hours, you know, just picking the gun up and moving it around. And I mean, yeah, it's not super heavy, but you know, it's nice if you don't get fatigued. Like, so if you're strong enough to, you know, do it every time for 4 hours, then you obviously have a leg up on someone who's going to get fatigued after 2. Getting here and shooting my first year, that had to be like, that was my proudest moment. I was like, you know, I did what my goal was. Like, I made it to college and I got to shoot. And I mean, the team also, regardless that they, like, maybe that first NCAAs, my freshman year, was proud for the team. I'm proud of the team throughout the last 4 years. I mean, we've kept the same team dynamic, even with the changing of teams. We've kept the same level of team unity. It might even have gotten better as it gone. I mean, there's a couple people who left, a couple people who came in, and I think we've been able to just incorporate everybody. But I'm really happy with, you know, how the last 4 years have gone, and that I got this opportunity.